Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline Bling. That can only
mean one thing when you tune into your Feel Good Breakfast show on a Wednesday. You hear that song. It's time for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. Anel Poortgieter. Thanks for the extra one there, Prosper. Anel Poortgieter and, of course, baker and food creative Gabriela San Giorgio on our foodie panel, standing by to answer all of your burning foodie questions. And if you have any festive culinary questions, please feel free to give us a call on 021 430 9881. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning. Guten Tag.
Yeah.
Getting fired up here?
I only want to hear one click. Okay, so we're going to be taking questions from Facebook, and hopefully you'll give us some calls as well. And Rufeda Johnson on Facebook posted this question saying, "Good morning, ladies. I'd like to know why the base of my milk tart sometimes lifts up while baking. Is my base too thin, or should I let it rest in the fridge before pressing it into the oven dish? It's a homemade short crust pastry."
Mm-hmm. The only thing I think, Gabby,
Yes.
is that it's not been blind baked. Because normally, if you do bake a crust in the oven, and it is going to lift because it has got butter and stuff in
the moisture.
In it. So I would suggest that you cut a round paper of baking paper, add some rice or beans, and blind bake it before she put the milk tart mixture in, and then bake it again.
Okay.
So blind bake it before.
So that'll ensure that the crust at the bottom crisps up.
Yeah, and stays flat.
Yes.
Yeah, stays flat.
Excellent advice. Love that. Then Diana from Cape Town is on the line. Good morning, Diana.
Morning.
Hi, good morning, Expresso.
Great to have you on the line. So good. What is your question?
My question is, what is the equivalent of Bulgarian yogurt?
Okay.
Which yogurt is the same as Bulgarian yogurt?
Okay, so if you're using it in a recipe, what can you substitute Bulgarian yogurt with?
That's it.
Well, I mean, so kind of any kind of yogurt that has got live probiotic cultures will be very similar to Bulgarian yogurt. These days, a lot of yogurts, naturally, we have those added to them. So that pretty much, I mean, I know Bulgaria, everyone's like, it must be from Bulgaria. It really doesn't. It just is quite just specific on the ingredient that's added to it. So anything with a live probiotic culture in it, you're good.
If I may extend on the question that Diana asked, what does it do, these live probiotic cultures that are in the yogurt, then do to what you're baking? What difference does it make?
Well, it kind of just makes it cultured.
Yeah,
really.
it's just healthy. The way you make yogurt is normally with live bacteria. You know, that if it's not actually a real yogurt, if it's not made with live bacteria, it causes that acidity. And one that's on the shelves is the Clover Authenticos. That is definitely one that's got the live bacteria in. So you can do that if you can't find the Bulgarian yogurt. But don't tell the Bulgarians, because they're very proud of their Bulgarian yogurt.
Don't tell them you gave them a Greek culture and you're calling it Bulgarian.
Don't tell them.
Diana, thanks very much for that call, and I hope that helps a lot. Happy baking, happy cooking to you. Then Shireen Abrams said, good day, I'd like some advice as Easter is coming up for some other recipes besides our usual pickled fish. Also, some dessert ideas.
We always do lamb over Easter, and we braai the whole leg of lamb.
Oh.
Yeah. So what I do, I take the leg of lamb and a very sharp knife, and I debone it. So only one time a year that I debone a leg of lamb, and it's over Easter. And it's very easy. You just slice it alongside the bone, and you just cut it out. So it's butterflied open.
Oh my gosh.
And then I just take one thing, and it's a bottle of salad dressing. Any salad dressing that's got oil and vinegar in. You get the Greek one, the Italian one, or the herb one. You throw that over your leg of lamb.
Yes.
With some garlic. You let it marinate, for about a day.
Okay.
So on Sunday, Easter Sunday, you put on your fire, lit your fire, and then slowly put this beautiful leg of lamb on the fire for about an hour, 2 hours. Like,
Scrumptious.
Prachtig, my machtig. All right, listen, we're going to share some more of those ideas and hoping to get your call on 0214309881. Back again with the Culinary Hotline Bling! Train, train, train!
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show. Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline Bling. That can
yes,
only
let it
mean
ring
one
around the
thing.
nation. It's the Culinary Hotline. Bling, drop your dishes. Sing, sing, sing. What happened there now?
I'm so excited, so I just slap the dish.
Just slap the dish, if you will. All right, of course, Gabriela San Giorgio and Anel Potito are here to answer all of your burning foodie questions. Give us a call on 02143098881. Earlier on, we were talking about great ideas, different ideas for the festive season that is Easter, other than just the normal pickled fish. And you gave us a great idea for a lamb leg of lamb that's been butterflied with dressing that has vinegar in it, that you marinate monel for a day, put on the fire, let it be pink, slice it up, let the people enjoy. How about a dessert idea, Gabriela?
That was a very beautiful description of what she just said.
I tried.
So for us, we do a lot of hot cross buns.
Oh, yes.
And actually, a lot of hot cross buns, guys, on the market are vegan, just by the way, if anyone wants to know.
Yeah.
Not gluten-free, I mean, but it's Easter.
Hey,
indulge.
overlook that.
But so we do a lot of like kind of bread and butter puddings, French toast with the hot cross bun. It's delicious, a little bit of ice cream. So yeah, so that's something that we often do quite frequently. Another thing in Italian culture is a panettone. So if you have time, it takes a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. But my sister and I are actually looking at doing a bit of like a protein, like low carb, healthier thing for Easter this year, just to be different.
Yeah.
So we can have the chocolate for later and just have a slightly healthier dessert for on the day.
Excellent. Me, if you want me at your house, hot cross bun, simple in a little bowl, custard on top. We're done. We're done. That is me. Okay. Anyway, let's continue with the questions that came in from you. Eve from Cape Town gave us a call last week and then said this: when baking bobotie, the pudding has a liquid that stays at the bottom of the dish. How do I prevent this from happening?
I love bobotie.
Yes.
With yellow rice and some chutney on the side.
Blatjang.
Yeah, blatjang. So what I do, and this is just a tip, I bake my meat. So the meat mixture with all your spices, I bake it first for 30 minutes. Then I do my custard with my milk and my egg. I pour it over and then I bake it for another 30 minutes. So that will make sure that the egg doesn't seep to the bottom.
Okay.
But I like the egg when it seeps to the bottom. It makes it moist.
Yes,
and, that's what I like. But if you don't want to, you can do that option. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic stuff. How about this? How do you make fish cakes using pilchards tinned fish in tomato sauce? How about that? That's a great idea because, oh man, it's such a family favorite, isn't it, from way back when?
Pilchard is my favorite staple in my pantry.
Really?
Ek het seker 10 blikkies pilchards.
Awesome.
I love it.
That's good stuff.
So it's just pilchards.
Yeah.
We just
Mash
mash
them
it
up
a bit fine. We put some...
just my hands are clean.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to add some mashed potatoes in here, like last night, if you have got left over. Gabby.
And 2 eggs go in there.
2 eggs go in here, and that is it. And then you can add some beautiful salt and pepper. What herbs would you add to this?
Definitely fresh parsley. We were actually chatting earlier, like fresh parsley, especially with fish, is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lots of that we'll do.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then you're going to roll them up into little bowls.
Yeah, and then we can roll them up in little balls and you can crumb it in here. You can see this mixture is a little bit thin, so I'm not going to try to make a ball, but then I will just add more mashed potato to
There we
this,
go.
or even a little bit of flour.
Okay,
and then
to
you roll
thicken it up a little bit more. All right, cool.
Yeah.
What about this? Dumelo Mamburu says, for years and years, I struggled to make mushroom sauce. Can you please help me? Love you guys. Thanks very much for that, Dumelo. So making mushroom sauce.
You can...
Yeah, so mushroom sauce is actually very simple to make. So I think the first thought what a lot of people think is kind of throwing all the ingredients into a pan. But first thing what I would recommend is cooking your mushrooms first. So giving them a bit of that brown color. So we've already cooked them. So because also with mushrooms, we're also probably finding is if they've got a lot of water in them. So if you don't cook that water out, then the sauce will be really gross and kind of like watery.
Okay.
So we've got some mushrooms we're going to put into a food processor.
Mash them up, and after that, what do you do?
Dash of cream.
A dash
always.
of cream,
So
simple as that, while you're doing it as well. Okay, I think
and lots of garlic, lots of parsley, or fresh thyme is also really beautiful. And it's just
as simple and as easy as that. All right, we'll make that for the crew after the show and enjoy it. But thank you very much, ladies. Beautiful advice. Thank you very much for your calls and your questions. Keep them coming through. We'll do this again next week on the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting!